It's XCOM2. Hello again, welcome back, and all of the good things that we say when we see each other. Last time we took out our brand new Spark unit for a bit of a field test to pretty good success, I think. Of particular note was the awesome sound effect on the gigantic gun that it uses, and the synergy that our Spark unit there had with Goonstone's ability to refill its ammo. It took some punches, so it's going to be out of action for the next 7 days. And actually looking at our available soldiers list right now, oh boy, it looks slightly different to it did before. I had a little bit of a mod mishap wherein things were crashing a lot, but that's been fixed, and after a little bit of testing it seems to be back in order. So that's good, because it would have been terrible otherwise. Today, just taking a look at the event queue. The mission there, Rescue XCOM personnel, is going to pop for the first time in 22 hours. That is, of course, Operation Get Troll Pants. I don't think we're going to take it straight away. We'll probably over-infiltrate that a little bit. Potentially, though, that does mean that we'll do it today. I guess we'll see if anything gets in the way between now and when it reaches a decent level of over-infiltration. I think immediately, though, looking at the availability that we've got in case something does get in the way, concern has entered the building. But we'll get to work on the old scanning and see what happens. Power fluctuations made me think that this was potentially going to be a Avenger power reward, which would be super nice, but it isn't. We've got a supply drop to scan for, so I think we'll probably start there, and then we'll figure things out from that point on. We're in a pretty good spot, all said and done. The Avatar project hasn't got a lot of progress on it right now, famous last words, and we can potentially look at making contact with New Mexico and look at Resistance Radio and a few things like that as well. So there, I believe, it is indeed our Rescue Troll Pants mission. Just take a look at the over-infiltration. Doesn't look like we're going to get chosen surveillance on this. So the more you over-infiltrate, the lower the chance a chosen will appear on the mission, as well as, you know, getting the additional sit rep bonuses. Right now, there isn't actually a negative sit rep, which is nice, but given the fact that we're only going to take 150% max infiltration, I think we can afford the wait.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
This is a really nice get in terms of research. We'll be able to upgrade the gauntlet for our engineers and reinforced underlay. We'll make it so those nanoscale vests we've become so familiar with give that little bit extra health, so up from +1 to +2. Alien encryption is our next sort of primary objective. Nothing's going to move forward until we get that researched, so we could wait a little bit on that. The Muton Autopsy would actually be a pretty significant upgrade at this point as well, and I'm kind of thinking, what can we get now rather than later? Magnetic weapons is going to be needed, but I think before we get magnetic weapons, given the fact that Exalt are kind of providing us with some mag weapons and we're not really at a point where we're missing them yet, the Muton Autopsy seems like the right call here. That'll give us access to the plasma grenade and the advanced grenade launcher for our sappers in particular, which would be super duper helpful.
Central Officer Bradford has personally substantiated claims that the massive frontline unit they call the Muton was actually at one time even larger than the specimen I have before me today. As it is, the creature is abnormally warm to the touch for a corpse, and I must say, It is quite disconcerting.
Mutons used to be the enemy I feared encountering most, particularly in XCOM2, whereas now, when I see one, I think, that's okay, we can manage a Muton, it's not a problem. So you can start the countdown timer until we do encounter a Muton and it murders us all, if you'd like. Back into nice looking level of supplies, which is great. Did we get any covert ops that are worth doing yet? Given the fact that we're back up to 10 active soldiers. Just on looking at that, probably not, but that's fine. So I think the next reasonable scan is going to be to get in contact with New Mexico. We've got plenty of time before we can make the most of the extra income it'll give us, but it will bridge the gap to New Brazil and then West Africa, and it would be nice to get access to this facility for when we need it a little bit further on to reduce the Avatar project countdown there. So yeah, let's make contact.
Commander, we've utilized all of our available communications capacity. We can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
I haven't said it yet, but I'm going to say it now. I really want an engineer to pop today, because we really need a new engineer. The Guerrilla Tactics School then. In the base game, this is kind of like one of the first things you want to build, because it'll give you access to a squad size upgrade. We do get a sort of squad size upgrade from it this time around, but it'll impact the infiltration size here, so we can now send 5 soldiers to an infiltration mission before we're capped at like 200% or 150% over infiltration. That lets us send 5 and still get that 250% over infiltration, which is nice. As well as that, it helps us with troop replacement. So if we were to sort of purchase one of these anyway, I'm not going to immediately, but let's say we wanted to purchase medical training 1 for field medics, their proficiency will always start at level 2. So, you know, you could have like a squaddy, but they'd have the level 2 proficiency. This is probably going to be more useful for some classes than it is others. Off the top of my head, assault infantry would gain quite a bit from this, whereas like field medic, not so much, because all that really does is provide them with additional charges on medkits. But yeah, we'll be hopefully not having to use the Guerrilla Tactics School too much to replace troops, although that said, we have unfortunately had to say goodbye to 2 so far in Lianlu and Olymix, so we'll see. We've only got 2 wounded left, so I think we can move the engineer out of the infirmary now. Not sure where the other... Oh, it was the Spark. Okay, fine. And Nacho should be back within the next 2-3 days. So yeah, let's get you out of here. World's busiest engineer, honestly. We could potentially... No, we've already got the upgrade on that, of course we do. I could potentially... yeah, I am. I'm going to make a start on power coil there. 19 days isn't so bad, actually. Might as well just get that clock ticking. And there is a assault mission, which is going to expire in 4 days' time. Does expire the Gone to Ground Dark event, which is the one that we really need to counter. So then, I think I'm going to just let the clock tick on that a little bit. We've got 4 days, and it's quite possible that we can rescue troll plants before we need to destroy the alien relay, which would work out quite well, I think. I say that. Another assault mission's just appeared, which will complete a lot sooner. Well, which will disappear a lot sooner. This fully hidden event. Now, I think I'm going to spend the 25 intel to decide if this is worth doing. That will just give troopers more grenades. I'm not too concerned about that one. I keep clicking on the Troll Pants Rescue. A rumor, 23 intel. The rumor is honestly tempting to go for anyway, because that rumor could mean getting an engineer. The rumor just translates to a scanning site, basically. That's what that means. Okay, I think the plan here is, can we potentially buy an engineer from the black market? If we can, then I'm going to skip that. Oh, there is one. Done. I don't care if it's 95 intel, we need it. Anything I want to sell while I'm here? I'm not going to use those. The bonus that they give isn't particularly brilliant. I think we'll keep the PCS. We can use the PCSs now as well, actually, now that we've got the GTS available. Zealot gauntlets could potentially be a decent sell. In fact, they will be, because we're going to buy the Tempest ones. Now we've got 2 engineers, and I think we can sell the Outrider frame, and this is actually quite a useful frame for marksman to have, so we'll keep that one. Okay, yeah, that does me for now. One other thing that's probably potentially worth looking at, that will drop our intel very low. But after we've expanded to New Mexico, I'm not necessarily looking to expand that quick thereafter, actually. So that's potentially worth a buy. 24 for 35. You know what? Let's just get it done. Make the commitment right there and then. Alrighty. So, countering this has become a little bit less of an enthusing option. I think the deal I'm going to kind of make with myself is, if we can rescue Troll Pants and then still go for this, then cool. If we can't, then I'm not going to worry too much about missing that assault mission. Let's get that second engineer on the go in there. Look at that. Suddenly it's coming together a tiniest little bit. Simply check the black market. That's all you have to do.
Course for Sector 8, Mexico.
Crew is pretty much at a limit now. We want to kind of look at upgrading this to the next level, which will just take a bit of power and some supplies. We are going to miss out on that recover resistance operative assault mission, but that's fine. And Advent Troopers will now carry more explosives. Given the fact that Nacho has fuse, we could actually use that to our advantage.
Commander, we've located one of their facilities.
And that will be another ding on the Avatar project, which is fine. It's still low. Today, it is Operation Rescue Troll Pants. Let's take a quick gander at the squad. We're sending in Arc Enemy, Griffith, Apprehension, Spacey, Athos, and Dirthel. No marksman in the listing here, which is a little bit unfortunate, but a Reaper will be extremely useful. And yeah, let's get to work. We've got nothing further that we can do because these guys are already out in the field, so let's go make Troll Pants safe again. That might have been a campaign slogan for someone at some point.
We received an emergency request from the spokesman asking for our help in freeing a VIP sympathetic
And
to the resistance cause.
looks like the Chosen captured Trollpants and took him to Labrador in Canada, because every mission takes place in Canada,
Lock down the area.
at least this
Eliminate all
campaign.
hostile resistance and secure the VIP. Menace 1-5, we
So
have
this is a bit of a
confirmed
smash and
location
grab.
for the
We're gonna
VIP.
get the
Move to
VIP
rendezvous.
here
Eliminate all hostile contacts.
and then get out as quickly as we can. VIP is in a little prison cell, which is very, very conveniently, in fact, close to the evac point. So, where are you, Griffith? There you are. Griffith, being our Reaper, means that he can scout pretty comfortably with the shadow melds and passive abilities in general that he has with being a Reaper. This little bar here will fill up as he spends more time in concealment and lower his detection radius and increase the crit chance. So let's get Athos just having a peek over this wall. What were you going to break to get over there? You were going to go down to then climb back up. An interesting strategy for sure. Not one that we're going to allow you to follow though. Apprehensions. I thought they'd spotted something there. Oh, they have.
Enemy patrol.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That can't see us. And arc enemy are phalanx.
On the move.
Quite a slow phalanx from the looks of things actually. And Spacey is our medic.
Go, go, go.
The timer's pretty generous, which isn't bad at all. I think, honestly, given how generous this timer is, we can kind of just ignore it entirely. And our main sit reps are a bit of detection radius bonus and a bit of crit bonus, and the first reinforcements that they'll drop will be delayed. This is actually useful information in two ways. We know that they're going to drop in for reinforcements by the fact that they're going to be delayed. I think a reasonable thing to do here is bring apprehension forward and see if Griffith's got a clear route across the street. Don't look like it because that mech was patrolling towards this junction, but that's fine.
Got it. Moving.
Dazzle can really move. Wow, good.
Moving. Double time.
Copy that.
So I think I'd like to get Griffith across this road on the next turn. And if this mech's moving this direction, you cannot touch this. So actually there's going to be the perfect spot. Sandwich between Athos and Spacey, just like you always wanted it to be, Griffith.
Got my eyes on.
I don't like what you're doing there at all, Arc Enemy.
I will watch.
Sort of standing there, having a good little peek. That mech's gone exactly where I was wanting Griffith to go. Go on, you big lug, keep moving. Oh, you can still manage it. That's ideal. So, yeah, let's just get you across and see what we can see. Fortunately, the rest of the team are going to struggle a little bit to get into a decent little hidey hole. Looks like that roof's entirely clear. Maybe then we want to bring the rest of the team, or at least maybe like one or two of them onto this roof. The less fighting we do on this mission is better, honestly. Athos, you kind of want to be up close and personal, what with the flamethrower and stuff. Although the flamethrower against a giant robot isn't necessarily going to be the best thing. So actually, we park Athos here.
Time to motor.
Dirthel wants to get on this roof. So we can't quite get Dirthel here, unfortunately, and this would probably be a little bit too far away. So maybe we make friends with this truck. Let's just have a quick peek.
Position.
Make sure there's nothing further down here. It doesn't look like it. Okay, that's fine. Apprehension. I think it's probably going to get onto the roof this time round. So let's get you right up to it. Skirting the hi, I'm here zone. And then we can get apprehension on that roof quite comfortable.
A useful aid.
Oh, the little information thing said hello whilst we were there. That's good. Arc Enemy I'd really like to get here, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be a path that doesn't involve telling everyone that way is. So instead, we'll put you next to Dirthel.
Got it, moving.
And then finally, Spacey, you can get yourself in here quite reasonably. We have got 2 Overwatches available, just in case that mech turns around and spots Spacey.
I am watching.
We have got a little bit of an opener, should it be required. But looks like the mech's going to behave itself. Now then. We need to know if there's anything here. We need to know if there's anything inside. So, my worry is Griffith drops down. Everything in here goes, what the hell? So maybe just have a quick peek, see if there is anything in there that you can see. Okay, of course you can't see anything. That's terrific. Well, before we make a commitment to actually getting down there, let's just move on to the roof. Looking at this roof, actually there's no cover looking down this way, which isn't terrific, so we'll just bring
Got it covered.
everyone close to where we're actually planning on going instead.
Got it. Moving.
Don't necessarily love this positioning for Arc Enemy. Yeah, I guess that's probably the safest point. And then finally Athos. We'll plug you behind here. Apprehension. Let's just keep you on the Overwatch. And I'm not going to Overwatch with Griffith because we could theoretically... I haven't got it switched on, but I don't trust it. Not when I'm feeling this jumpy anyway. Big Mech's going back, and I think we got a spy there on a riot control mech in this little area. So I'm going to assume it's in this doorway, which would make... That's not stating that it's cover, but I would imagine that it is. So I think actually behind here is probably the place to go. Okay, there is a lot of action in here.
Enemy patrol on the move.
Fortunately, Griffith was able to slip by a Muton, a Purifier, and a Hunter. Or just the... Hey, it's a good thing that we didn't go for that, because Griffith would have just went straight into it. That was a beautiful bit of subterfuge. Oh, spy work. How do we play this then? That security bit is paired with a riot mech. What's this you've got a shot on? Ooh. I do like that. We can't get you into cover in a position that lets you shoot. Oh, we can. We could get you here.
On my way.
And that gives us clearer sight on the riot mech that's out there. However briefly, we did see it. Oh, good lord. Look at how lucky we got on the last turn. That's insane. Yeah, Arc Enemy just flat out can't move right now. And I've got a feeling that mech is going to activate should Arc Enemy try to move. Which isn't the end of the world. But he is probably going to want a bit of an assist on taking it out. So, let's bring Apprehension a tad closer. I'm just wondering what the opener on this is going to look like. It's probably going to... Well, it is going to be a grenade. Grenade makes the most sense. Athos has got a grenade, but I prefer the flamethrower. And Dirthel's got big... Yeah, Dirthel's grenade will work there then. Cool. Although, thinking about it again, maybe we want Dirthel... No. Apprehension will chill out up here, ready to support Arc Enemy. Dirthel then is going to be the opener, but we're not doing it this turn. Instead, we are just going to take this sensibly.
Moving to Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now.
Roger. I got my eyes on.
All that big talk I was making about mutons, and there's one down there. That's good. They're on this corner. And Dirthel can potentially land a pretty sweet grenade. And we're in a position now where that mech should not activate on the same turn. So yeah, let's get ready to rumble then. Because if we freed the prisoner, we'd lose concealment. So we lose concealment regardless.
Position confirmed. Got a group of hostiles over here.
And we get... Oh, that's just the worst possible news. 2 hunters and a priest. Oosh. That's not my favourite. I have lost complete vision on them, which is weird. I guess they're like... The vision on this corner sucks, huh? I'm really not a fan of activating that group. And that group. What to do, what to do. That mech's travelling back. Alright, I know what we're doing here. I know what we're doing.
Confirmed. Moving out.
You come back. Apprehension can stay put. Arc Enemy comes back. Everyone else stays put. Griffith's got an angle through that door, which is super nice. In fact, we want anyone else down there? Potentially Athos? Yeah, looking at the ways in which you can move, we do need you a bit closer. Let's bring Athos over. And I think Spacey's got pretty clear runs to cover. Yeah. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay. We are going to overwatch everything here.
On Overwatch. Moving to
In case a
Overwatch.
disaster strikes. That's our mech friend from the beginning going off into the distance. And these guys have moved back indoors, which is great. Now then. I'm thinking that we get... Actually, you know, yeah, we can... I think you'll be alright where you are, Dirtle. Ooh, that's a good little mine. Yeah, we're gonna mine this. And then we're gonna blow everything up. Hopefully not the roof with us on it. We can let the mine take care of the purifier and then that thing there as well, although now I am conscious that that's going to blow the roof. Well,
Grenade!
Live and learn. That takes care of the armor. Mine takes care of purifier, and it does take care of the roof as well. Arc enemy and Athos have fallen and taken a couple of points of damage there. They both have it actually just slapped them in the face, just like Apprehension got slapped in the face by a giant robot. Alright, as far as openers go, blowing a hole in the roof that you're standing on might not have been the smartest thing to do, but hopefully we win points for style. We got rid of the purifier and whatever other poor sod was with the Muton here. So that just leaves us with a very annoyed Muton. We don't want to get too close to it, but I think actually Arc Enemy's in a pretty good spot here just to show us what he can do with that pistol of his. 74, maybe not. Lightning Hands makes the connection there, and then can you do 2 for 2? Oh, you can do 2 for 2, you just can't kill. That's unfortunate. And that would lead you to being on fire, which is terrific. I can't get a good idea of what's occurring. Can you? I don't want you to go that way, that's for damn sure. Is that going to put you in harm's way? Actually, you could just take a shot from where you are, but it's a rubbish shot. Don't love it. Don't love it. We have got Griffith for the shot as well. Apprehension, can you just take care of this thing? Okay, well, you can't fully take care of it. Oh, you can. Of course you can. You can fire twice. But it makes no difference. I'll let you off on missing that. You were disoriented. Spacey takes care of this guy. Still got Athos in the mix. Let's get Athos into this cover. 23%, huh? That's just tremendous. Alright, 37%? Wow, is this Muton? Oh, okay, I guess he is in, like, full cover. It would be a crying shame if we managed not to kill the Muton here. Or I had to use a grenade or something from Athos. We'll keep Athos's grenade in mind. And we'll move... Oh, you know what, actually, let's get Griffith here. You're not in melee range, so...
Moving to position.
And this means that you should be able... Yeah, you could save the ammo in your Vector rifle, too.
You want this? There you
Killing
go.
a Muton with a pistol. Right, we know that those guys are through there, but that bit's floating around as well, which might trigger that Overwatch. So much for over-infiltration reducing the chance of the Chosen showing up. Oh well.
And I will end this quickly.
I suppose she's not willing to let Tropants go so easily.
Sounds like that Chosen is headed right for us. Keep your guard up and your eyes peeled.
that's an unfortunate thing that's occurred. Oh, Atos answering the call though. What a great shot. There's the security bit we've become so familiar with. And doesn't look like the priest and the two hunters that were down here are quite willing to join the fight just yet, which is pleasant. I am concerned that moving Spacey here would activate that pack that's down there though. But I think we need to, because this mech needs to get dealt with, and Spacey's in the best position to do that. Okay. This is manageable. We've learned that the long watch from hunters shouldn't be messed with.
Impressed yet?
They have served with honor, their duty to the elders fulfilled.
And I think the answer to any long watch nonsense. How many hunters? 1, 2, and then the priest in the back. Okay, that's not so bad. Let's bring Griffith, given the fact that he is in concealment, out. Chosen hasn't really come into weapons range yet, so that's a positive. I'm just wondering what the best position for Griffith's going to be here, actually. Maybe something like this. Although, what is your detection radius now? Oh, we look at the enemy. So, okay. I think that's probably a reasonable spot. Now then, Athos. That Overwatch was just so good. Priest is probably the first that needs to go here, because it will provide not substantial, but not insubstantial support to the two hunters. Is our chosen explosive dependent? Okay, no. Just 3 attacks in a single turn. That's fine. We'll use the explosives here then. Get rid of that priest's cover. Apprehension, I think, is probably going to be the one to open the door. Although I say that. Arc enemy, what's your shield looking like? You've still got, 9 hit points on the shield, eh? That's pretty good, actually. We can't get Athos into a decent bit of cover. We'll take it. What's your shot looking like on the priest? 55. Flamethrower's only going to reach the 1. We can't really include the bit in that it's immune to fire damage. Alright, you know what? See what we can do here. Hell yeah.
Nailed him.
And apprehension. Actually, you know I I wanted apprehension to be the one to open the door, but looking at the positionings here,
There can be no honor among traitors.
you're still disoriented. Of course you are. I knew that. Alright, I think then we can put Arc Enemy in a non-cover position, ready to hack on the next turn. That's positive. That means we can entirely focus down the priest next turn. Or, depending on what our shots are looking like, maybe the hunter. Your connection will be the foolish death of you all. Alright, Spacey. Don't move just yet. We've got a little bit of flamethrowing to take care of first.
Killing it with fire.
Oh, come on. Finish this little job here, please, Turtle. Thank you. Oh, it's got into stasis now. Yep. Terrific. Alright. Break that Overwatch and apprehension.
It will shake them.
I'm never risking a Advent Hunter Overwatch again. Arc enemy can crack this door open.
Attempting to gain entry.
Ooh. I think the Muton autopsies are... Ah, that'll cut it down a little bit. And it's... Well, but it doesn't make a difference.
I'm hit at the VIP in tow. Moving to evac.
There is Troll Pants. Not quite out of the woods yet.
I'm going.
But Arc Enemy's going to look after you, don't you worry. And then... Spacey can... Oh, that's so annoying that that cover's just not quite cutting it. We'll put you round here. Get an Overwatch set up for when that priest activates. And then Griffith. Griffith, who I'm super glad we put where we did.
Yeah, big deal.
Exist to serve the elders, to fight and die.
We'll switch ambush on. And then we can Overwatch the priest with a pistol. Troll Pants, can you collect loot? Surely not. I mean, it's the only chance we've got to grab this, so it's worth a try, right? Nah, that's a shame. Should have gone for the loot with Spacey.
Happy now?
Oh well, I mean, it would have been nice if you killed the bit. Chosen Assassin is on top of us.
Holding your soldier captive. There's only so much I can learn from them after all.
It's a good thing we just bust him out.
Let's take it out.
Inelegant, but effective. You will not suffer.
There's those reinforcements that have been delayed this entire time.
Transport inbound on your current position.
Oh, don't show me all the loot that we didn't get. Right, Troll Pants. Still can't make it to the evac because I decided to check if you could pick loot up. Okay. Where are those reinforcements coming in? On the roof. All of a sudden we're in a little bit of a pickle.
Seems doable.
We don't have the Templar to help us really put some hurt in on the assassin. 18 hit points, huh? Turtle, you won't have a shot on it either, will you? Oh, you do actually. It's not the worst shot in the world either. Okay. I think Apprehension watches this situation. Troll Pants, is there anywhere that we can get you that's safer than you currently are? No. What's their melee situation? Not the worst shield bash in the world. And again, Arc Enemy's got plenty of shield points available, so yeah, let's open up with this. Cool.
You will suffer for that.
Spacey, you're on Overwatch for the reinforcements. Griffith. Apprehension, you're on reinforcements watch as well. Although I actually think you're probably better served where you presently are. Let's come back to that. That's probably going to be closing argument. That's going to be the only spot that Derval can get into that switches to a flank shot. So let's take this one. Nice hit.
You have to do better than that.
Maybe we do want Apprehension to take a shot on the Chosen here. What's its health looking like? 9. 54 with the gun. You're not going to be able to pop a mine down on that, so I think we just take the flamethrower here. Not going to complain about setting it on fire, that's for sure. And Spacey and Apprehension on Overwatch is probably enough. Switch your cover around. Overwatch yourself. Troll Pants, you just... let's get you a little bit closer, actually. Now that we've got the smoke and the high cover and all of that goodness. And then Griffith. I'd really like it if you land this shot that I'm about to ask for you.
Alright, I'll go.
I see many things in the shadows.
We were we wanted the spot. It doesn't matter. We're going to open up on you anyway. Come on, Griffith. Oh, 84% miss.
That is not good.
You goddamn right, it's not good.
Costly. Show them what the elders have asked of you.
That little security bit's just flying around. Harbor Wave, we've seen this before.
This world.
That's what I get for counting on Griffith to land a shot. Depending on where it runs, we should be able to deal... Yeah, we could deal 4 damage here. And the reinforcements haven't arrived yet. Of course they haven't.
Great deal about your operation.
I've played this game before. I know how things work. Right. Oh, it's Athos. Okay. I honestly think... keep you here. She's gone, aha, to Griffith twice for no reason. Right, make up for last time, please. Thank you.
Okay, so I got one. That's it, I'm out.
Are the only ones who have ever forced my withdrawal. And now you leave me no choice but to flee once again.
We showed the Chosen that the Resistance is here to stay, Commander. Now we just have to find that thing and put it down for good.
The good news is that our main objective, Troll Pants, is home free. The less good news is that we've still got these reinforcements to deal with.
Is it clear?
But
It's killing time.
everyone should be
Overwatch.
in range of the evac regardless.
I'm on it. Whatever you say.
I am watching.
I'm on it.
Just not worried about that security bit at all. Pathfinder's my Overwatch, which wouldn't be ideal.
Advent forces on the ground.
Cool, we got 1.
Come on.
Maybe 2. No, just the 1.
Target's still up.
And none of them Overwatched, so... I do believe 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's mission complete.
I can handle that.
Unless I misclick something, in which case it's definitely not mission complete. What's going on? Are you still disoriented or something? Oh, it's the... I see. It's the jets coming from Firebrand. It sent me in a bit of a tizzy there. That's all 6, and Troll Pants is already out.
Status confirmed.
Rescue complete. Kind of wondering who the MVP is on this one. Dirtle. Okay. I suppose that kind of makes sense given the big explosion that blew the roof off of the prison block there and everything else. Not bad all around, really. 2 of 3 shots from apprehension, but 1 for 1 on the Overwatch. 2 of 2 from Dirtle. 24 damage dealt, putting those grenades to good work. That one we can give plasma grenades to the sappers like Dirtle is going to be brilliant. Turns out aliens hate Dirtle. Athos as well, even though like no green numbers at all in the stats. Flamethrower doing things that we need Flamethrower to do. Griffith, honestly, personal MVP, but probably always going to be, given the fact that scouting that Griffith as a Reaper is capable of can't be understated. Didn't have much for Spacey to do there, but was still able just to provide that cover and fire. And Arc Enemy, kind of let me down on that hack, dude. More importantly than all of that though, Troll Pants is back in our midst, safe and sound. Operation Metal Priest. I didn't even catch the name of the operation until just there. Quite glad it showed up on the poster. It's Metal Priest. It's a pretty good name. Spacey got a promotion, which is nice. That means we've got another Sergeant Field Medic, and I'm not going to sort of worry too much about this one. Just pop that straight into getting the +2 mobility, +5 aim. I think we'll up Spacey here to 50 mobility. It's pretty crazy. And those wounds are more than manageable and not at all caused by blowing up the roof. And he's back, including the gun. Realised that we'd lost the Exalt Mag rifle. Of course, you know, Troll Pants being back is more important than the rifle being back, but the rifle's a nice bonus. We've got low intel because I just spent all the intel. We have got a bond as well. That looks like Dirtle. No, it doesn't. That's Brenwan and Grimm. I'm cool with that, yeah. I'm pretty much just always going to click yes on any of these bonds. That's Athos and Apprehension. And that's Arc Enemy and Dirtle. Bonds I treat rather than as like something to micromanage and everything else. I just treat it as a nice bonus that you can have sometimes. The biggest bonus, of course, is that bond mates can give each other an extra action. But yeah, Operation Get Troll Pants, a rousing success. So we'll leave things there, and I will see you next time. Thanks very much as always. Take care.